What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. We are dragging ass still, man. What an exciting day! What an exciting day it was yesterday, right? Or today. Maybe it's today that it was exciting, right? We're up 1% right now. We're at 195, 195 and 71 cents. Do we go up from here? Maybe. Do we go down from here? Maybe. Do we go sideways from here? Probably. All in all, not a whole lot's happened. I think that's something that's like a good perspective to take in is if we take this like low here, we see this low here. When did we break this low? We broke it over here. That was 10 days. Took 10 days. We got this low. When did we break this low? That was 15 days. We got this low here. When did we break this low? That took another 9 days. We've gotten this low, and it has been how long? It has been 22 days. I think that we are overdue. Do not take this as a bullish sign. It is not a bullish sign. We had the biggest move we've had, so maybe we're taking the most time that we've had to move down lower. Maybe not. Maybe it is a bullish thing, and we do go up higher from here. Who knows? I am bearish until we break this lower high structure. Personally, that's my opinion. You've got lower highs on lower highs on lower highs. Even this nice move with very insignificant volume. On Coinbase, it's actually a little bit more volume here, but on the USDT pairing on Binance, it's actually less volume than the volume over here. So with decreasing volume, very literally decreasing volume and decreasing prices, I'm not bullish until we see a change of trend. I will happily buy up here instead of buying down here on hopes and dreams. And I know that that's a lot to miss. A lot of people don't understand that kind of stuff, but if you have $100, okay, or like $1,000 or less or something like that, if you have money that you can make and save within like a year of your life, go for it. Do your thing. I'm not your financial advisor. I don't, that's not what I do here. I'm just here to offer my opinion. Go ahead and throw all of it in now. See how it works out. Maybe it does well. Maybe it doesn't. But that's okay, because if it doesn't, you can just make more money, and by the time it goes down here, you can buy more. If you've got substantially more money, like if you've got like 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, taking a nibble's okay here, but I wouldn't dump the whole bag into it. I really wouldn't dump the whole bag. It's not. I would more happily dump the whole bag up here, where it's more certain, where we've got a higher high finally coming off of higher lows, a change in trend, volume starts to pick up, stuff like that, a confirmed kind of bounce off of this purple line where right now it looks like we're hugging it. Stuff like that would all be very bullish in my opinion, but we don't have that yet. So with that, I maintain this bearish stance. It's been the same throughout every little pop we've had. Could we have another one up here? Sure. We could have another lower high. Maybe we move up to about 212. I was actually talking to Vito about this, and I kind of agree with the analysis that you promoted, my man. I do think it's similar to how I would have done it personally. If you take this top to bottom here, you can see that your 382 is right there at 214. It's kind of close to where you were at anyways, and not only that, but it's also right around where this low point is in the price, right around like 217. And even if we took it to a closing basis right there, guess what? It's still a lower high. Still a lower high, 382 between here. Maybe it doesn't even hit the 382. All in all, that's kind of my expectation. And then from there, what do we do after we have a lower high? Sometimes we form another lower high, and then we go down and at least test this low. And that's another thing. Maybe we do end up having a double bottom off of this price. Maybe we do. I think that it'll be more obvious when we get down there than it will be right now. Maybe we don't. Maybe we continue down and we go to the promised land, like I've been saying since all the way back here. Those of you that have been around know that I have a specific area in mind. It's gotten more specific as time has gone on. Since we've had this low to high point here, I've been calling for an area between about 180, 185, somewhere in there, to 135. 135 to 185, right in that range. And as we've broken down here, I've obviously we've broken through 185, so I have condensed that into the 150 to 135 range, right in this sweet spot, right in the 618 to the 0.69 area. And I'm going to do something now that I've done in previous videos. It's just going to be a little bit of repetitiveness, but I want to kind of remind you guys why I think that this is an area. Beyond that, before we get into it, on the long-term RSI, I think that would take us right around this 50 area, and we can go even a little bit below the 50 right here, like to like 49.5. I know it's just a half point difference, but that is a big difference in the long-term RSI, and I would expect that we find a bottom there. And in fact, so much so, I would expect that the day that we do find our low there, we probably actually wick below it and then come back up and close. Maybe we don't go that low, obviously. I don't think that we're going to go that low, but wick below the 50, or we wick down in price, which would cast this down below the 50, and then we come back up on a closing basis with the price to give this RSI a close at the 50, just below the 50, or a little bit above the 50 even. But anyways, the reason why I like this 618 to the 69 area is because if we go back in time, and this is on the Coinbase chart, so we are going to go all the way back in time. We're going to go all the way back. We're going to look at it strictly. We're going to be super strict, so strict that I don't know what else to say. Why does this keep popping up? Okay, so let's see. If we take low to high here, you can see that we found support right here at this 618. The low itself actually came right in that range. A little bit closer to the 618 than the 69, but it's right there in that same kind of sweet spot, okay? If we take this low to this high here, we can see that we actually had our first tip just below the sweet spot, somewhere right in there, and then we bounced up. It doesn't look significant, but if you were to buy, let's say you put your buy order right at the 0.69 area, you would have gotten filled, and you could have caught a 78% move in a matter of 1 week, okay? Let's continue to do this. Let's just see. I wonder if, I haven't done this actually, but let's see, top to bottom. Okay, so nothing there. But here, from this one, from top to bottom, that did not go to the 618 or 69. So again, promoting the idea why we could have bottomed already, but that's not a good example of what I'm looking for. Maybe, I don't know which one to use. Let's see. Bottom to top here. There we go. No. Here we go. Bottom to top here, you actually bounced right off the 6.9 area itself, right in the sweet spot. You even got a second attempt right down there, and then you went higher from there. And it doesn't stop there, guys. It just keeps happening. So from this low to this high, you actually found another bounce right in that area and came all the way back up. You did go lower, and if we take the overall fib itself from low to high, you bounced right off this area as well. And yes, I know it seems confusing if you don't understand fibs or this is like new to you. It might seem like I'm cherry picking, but I promise you guys I'm not. I'm taking this low to this high, and in this relative range, it does bounce off of this. But if we were to take this low to this high, it still respects it here too. That you can take, if you find significance on it and it works for you, sure, go ahead. And I think this as a relative low to this relative high makes sense, but it also makes sense to take the overall low to the overall high. It just depends on what time frames you're working on. Right now, I'm just looking for examples as to the 6.968 or 6.18 to 6.9 area. Top to bottom here, you found resistance right at the 0.69, right in that sweet spot. Again, man, it just happens time and time again, you guys. It's something that we've seen throughout the charts. I'm not going to continue because my camera is about to die. So with that, I leave you. I do think we go lower, and then inevitably we're going to go higher, probably around the 150 to the 135 area. That's what I'm thinking. So take it easy, everybody. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. I appreciate all the likes. Subscribe to see more, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.